Yo, what's up with y'all? We back at it again with another reaction. We're reacting to Smoking and Grilling with AB, the ultimate copycat recipe for a Krispy Kreme donut.
That's
Let's
right.
see.
You read the title right. Listen, today I'm gonna show you just how easy
Bro,
it
this
is to
nigga
make.
always
Look,
got
this is
music, bro.
copycat
Like, trying
Krispy
to
Kreme
copyright me and
glazed
shit.
donuts. Super easy. Listen, if you making donuts, you gotta have yourself one of these. Look, this is a donut cutter. Look at this
Donut
right here. It's
cutter?
self-explanatory. You can see how it is, and this makes
I
the
didn't even
hole.
know that shit
And
existed.
you can save these and make donut holes too. These right here are key. And then listen,
Try
everything that I
these.
use is always in my Amazon. You know what I mean? So if you guys want to take a look and get these
Nah,
are
I
only
fuck
like
with his
about
kitchen though.
$8.
That shit
You know
fire.
what I mean?
Last video
First
we
thing we gonna
did,
do
he
is,
did it
listen,
outside,
we
you
need to heat up
remember?
our milk, right? So look, I'm gonna put this in the microwave, and we gonna use this active dry yeast. This part right here is crucial and really, really key.
Bro, I wouldn't
Look,
be
I went
shocked
to
if
Google
I get
because
copyrighted by this
I done
video.
heard so many things. They say
This
between
nigga wanna be
100 and
putting music
100
and shit.
degrees and 110. And then I done read before between 100 and 115 degrees Fahrenheit, right? So look, since it's, you know, that differentiation of 5 degrees, I'm gonna just go ahead and say you want to get this as close to 110 degrees as possible, right?
Okay.
So before this works. Andrew, explain this. This right here is the whole rising. Without having that done, you won't have nothing. So you want to get yourself, you know, a thermometer. Now let me hit the microwave, and we looking for 110. Okay, so look,
110.
I stay on top of it. You see that reading right there? We got 112 degrees, right? It might be dropping just a little bit, but look,
Nah,
we
he
in
stay
between
on it.
115
It says
and
111.
110. This right here is key. Now,
It
you
says
just want to open
111
up
right
your
there.
yeast. And the only reason I'm putting a lot of focus on this, because listen, this is everything. If you want everything to turn out right, this is it right here. And what we're gonna do is set this aside, and it's gonna activate that yeast. And what we wanna do is we wanna wait till it get frothy, would be the word that I would use. You know what, I just wanna cover it just to make sure that I said this. This only takes about 5 minutes. So anywhere from between 5 to 6 minutes, you know, it'll be okay. So look, I went ahead and melted it, and then I put it in the refrigerator so that it can cool down, right? We just don't want this too hot because we get ready to mix the butter, you know, with our frothy milk, you know what I mean, and our yeast in here, and we don't want to, like, you know, like kill it, right? So we just cool that down. Now, on my mixer, you see I got the dough hook, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and just turn this on. I start everything on low, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and just start, no particular order, but I usually like to put my wet ingredients in, right? You know, put those in first. And I got it. It probably don't make
That
no
shit
sense
look
right
like
now.
throw up.
You know what I mean? Why it don't make no sense to you guys? Because you see a dough hook. We
'Cause it
really
look
not
like
even
throw up,
touching
nigga.
anything, But listen, I just started now, so I get used to it. Now,
That's why that shit don't make sense.
I'll come with my sugar,
Okay.
just a pinch of salt. Instead of me
salt?
breaking this and chancing me getting some egg shell in that, and I learned this from my, you know, some of my followers that tell me, hey, you should do it for 2 reasons. Break it in another bowl. For one, to make sure that your eggs are good, and 2, if you got any shells, you can get them out of here as opposed to trying to get them out of there, right? You don't need to, like,
Yeah, that makes
beat them or
sense.
nothing
That's
like
smart.
that. Just drop them in. This is all blended up. I have this like on a medium speed. Now, I'm just using a measuring cup. You can use whatever you guys want to use. For me, I just like to add a little bit in at a time, right? Now, this dough hook might not get it all right. So guess what, folks? We're gonna take a spatula, and then I'm gonna go around the edge and just work it in so that we can get all of the flour, the bread flour, you know, to get nice and moist, and then start getting tappy.
Damn, that
Tell
shit
me what
is
you guys
ready.
think about that. Super simple. Now you know why you gotta have a dough hook and you gotta have the strong arm right here. This right here do all of
cap.
the work. I can't even imagine nobody trying to do this, you know,
Look at
without
him, his
having,
lazy
you know,
ass.
some
He don't
type
be
of
doing
mixer, right?
nothing.
Take this.
I
got a
mean,
little
that would
pan.
be the same. Work
Reason
smart,
I got the
right?
pan, because look, we're gonna take the dough out, right? When I
Not
take the
hard.
dough out, I'm gonna put it in here and we want it to rise, right? So I just don't want it to stick, right? So we'll take it, hold it back. All right, so look, I know it don't look like the best or nothing like that,
Look
but look,
like
I'm gonna drop
Play-Doh.
it, right? Now I'm finna put some saran wrap, and I'm gonna stick mine in my oven and let this rise for about an hour. Okay, so look, now we back at it. Check it out. This is what it looks like. You can see it doubled in size, right?
I'm trying to see
Now,
them donuts, bro.
This is what it looks like after about an hour. Being honest with you guys, it probably
You
went
lucky
about
I
an hour
can't
and
taste
20
them.
minutes. Go ahead and put a little bit of this down.
I'll let you know if them
Move this
shit's
around like
fast
this.
or not.
This is so that, you know, nothing sticks, right? Now, let's go ahead and get this out. Nice. Now we're gonna do a little kneading. And then you wanna come up with something like this, right? Super simple, right? So now, let me go ahead and get myself just a little bit more flour, because you know what? We're getting ready to roll this out, folks. This is where it get fun. If you got any little ones, you know what I mean? You want to have them in the kitchen, you know what I mean? This is where everybody start playing with the flour, getting it on their apron, all over their nose and all of that. Grab my rolling pin, and now we just roll it out. Okay, so what you seeing is, you see how it's
I fuck with his recipes though, cause this nigga keeps it simple. He keeps it mad simple. Like
kind of like sticking.
he don't really
what
be
I
trying
forgot
to do too much.
I like to put a little bit of the flour actually on here, right? So after you roll this a few times,
bro, this nigga
look,
keep
you
it
only want to roll
traditional.
it. This was key.
He's simple
you
and
gotta
shit.
roll it. I guess about a half inch will do, you know. But that's it right there. This is where you want to go ahead and grab your cutter, right? So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna start over here close to me, you know, so you guys can just see it. Right? You just set it down. Go ahead and just, I guess I'm rocking it back and forth just to get a clean cut, right? Then we take it up like this. Oh, you know what? I forgot to do this part. Let me get somewhere to stage them. Hold on. If you notice, look, I got parchment paper. This is gonna be key, right? This is gonna help us when we put it into the, to the hot oil. So you just want to cut some pieces, big enough, right? So we got that. That's these. Now,
try these.
This right here is gonna be a donut hole. You're gonna have to work with this right here. You know what I mean? It's not gonna be like this. I don't know. There's something wrong with my donut cutter, you ask me.
Yeah, bro. Your
but
donut cutter is
shape.
ass.
We just
you
put
gotta,
them right
you
here.
gotta sharpen that
This
shit.
is gonna play a part, right? So before I start doing that, I just want to show you guys that. Listen, we want to make as many as we can. You're gonna wish you had a bunch of these. So look, down, done. Down, put a little twist on it, done. Then we just keep on going.
You gotta sharpen
like that
it, though.
until we got the whole thing done. Now I'm not gonna bore you guys. This is the part all you people that are out there thinking about, oh, I'm finna work with my family. You know what I mean? Now you got it. So we'll just keep going like this, and then I'll show you what we're gonna do next. Okay, so look, now you guys can see, I got them all.
He teaching y'all this so y'all can get Krispy Kreme out of business and shit.
Start your own right donuts. Here, right? But look, I want to focus on this right here. You guys see these right here? You know the infamous, what we gonna call them? Donut holes? You know what I mean? This is it. Look at this.
Donut holes.
Now we gonna let this rise. Look, this is key. You've probably seen it right now on the screen. 45 minutes. You know what? Because we want them to rise up. Next time you guys see them, I want you to look at them real close right now. You know what I mean? So if you come in, you can look at this. They still about a half inch. They starting to rise on their own, you know what I mean? But they're gonna be like a little bit higher. After that, then you wanna go ahead and hit them in the hot grease. Now I'm gonna go ahead and start preparing my my pan. It's up to you guys what you wanna do. You can use a Dutch oven, whatever, but I got a deep frying pan by Hexclad. That's what I'm gonna be using today. Okay, so look, what you guys are seeing right now is, listen, I already poured this. I like it to be, think about this. We wanna put it in there, we want this to be a thickness from the bottom. You want your donuts to kind of like float, right? So you got to look at your pan or your pot and figure out what that distance is. You know what I mean? Kind of like be accurate. That way you're not wasting none of the your vegetable oil, right? I'm using vegetable oil. You guys can use any kind of oil you would like. Now, if you look right here, what I did was I just got a cooling rack, paper-lined pan underneath on the bottom. This is so when they come out. Then if you guys can, if you have one of these right here make it easy to take them out, right? Or you can go ahead and get yourself one of these slotted spatulas. Now, here we go. I just checked this already, and I know I'm up to 375 degrees. So look, I'm gonna put this in here like that, and then we just let them go. Just like that, folks. Real simple, right?
Real simple, huh? That shit
These
took
only
like
take
5
about,
hours.
I'm gonna say about 45 seconds, maybe a minute. You know, while I'm talking, you guys can take a look at them. You can see, look inside the hole right there. You can see they're starting to turn golden brown. And then on the edge, they'll do the exact same. Now, I could have put 6 in here, but I want to do it like this just so you guys can see.
I'm trying to see how he glazes now.
Now, we're going to do the flip, right? Remember, look, we're going to look at the bottom of them. Nice.
Nah, they looking tough. They looking tough. Okay.
Look at that one right there. That one came out right. Remember, it don't take long, folks. A little time went by. I just want to show it to you right there. Look at that right there. That's what you want. So now you want to go ahead and get your powdered sugar. Now I'm going to add my milk to it. And remember, I told you guys everything just a little bit at a time, right? This stuff will just like kind of like melt. You'll see. Seem like a lot. You don't have to have a blender or a mixer for this. You know what I mean? Just work this in. And then if you need more, you can get yourself more, more milk. And now we're gonna put just a splash of salt. Okay, so look, I want you guys to take a look at this consistency right here. Look at that right there. Ah, yeah. You know what that reminds me of? When I was a kid, you remember that? Remember when you got to, you started making the taffy out of the marshmallows? Look at that right there.
Nah, that does look like that.
You saw all of the goodness. Now what I want to do is, look, this part is like a no-brainer. I'm just going to take this and I'm just going to set it right there on top. Look, when you say glaze, that's what I mean, glaze. Then I'll just take it. Flip it over this way.
Okay.
Got the whole thing. Oh my goodness, look at that right there.
That shit looks fire.
Right? Kind of like just let some of it run off. But you see that right there? That's glaze, folks. Now I'm going to bring this over here on this
glazed.
side.
I'm going to give it
to
to
him. So I don't get none on the others. We just bring it over here.
Full on glaze.
And we just drop it off just like that. Then you just repeat the process. Talk to me down there in that comment section. Hey, matter of fact, this is going to be a premiere. Let me know what you think. I'm in here with you, folks. Talk to me. So what you guys didn't see right now off camera, look, if you don't like the thickness, like if you say it's too thick for you, these are okay. As they start to cool, you can see how it like pools up right there, right? You can always add yourself like I'm gonna say you can put milk in here, just start adding teaspoons at a time, till you get your desired thickness. Especially if you don't like a thick, ice.
Nah, I would like
now look at it.
Thick ass.
This is probably the way you would probably want to do it. You know what I mean? For all y'all, but for me and my sweet tooth, I like it like real thick. Now, let's just go ahead, drop another one in.
For sure.
Right?
Niggas would definitely like the consistency
flip it over,
real thick.
Take it, let it drain. I'm letting it drain. When I bring it close to me, I let it drain off with the spoon.
Fuck all that. Don't let it drain.
Let it run off with the donut. And guess what? Boom.
You can glaze that one a little bit more.
Okay, so look, you seen it. All of that icing, raining, what is that, like a waterfall of just like ooey gooey goodness, right? Hey, with that being said, listen.
Oh, let's see the fucking try test. Yeah.
Here you go. You can see it.
Touch
go
that
ahead
shit.
And get me some. You know what? Only thing is missing right now is that tall, ice cold glass of milk. Cheers, folks. Hey. Looking for an activity that'll bring everybody into the kitchen, and you're talking about the outcome. It's not a whole lot of work. You know what I mean? Not a whole lot of ingredients.
That nigga
I give this like 5 stars for anybody that want to do something. Hey, you know what? I give it 5 stars for anybody want to do something sweet for themselves. These right here are fire. You know what I mean?
Alright, that's the end of the video. What do y'all think about those donuts? Let me know in the comment section below if y'all would eat those donuts. The glazed shits, I would try. I would try them. They do look fire. But that's the end of the video. I'm going to catch y'all. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notices, and I'm out of here.